Welcome to Sonic the Podcast. In each episode, we discuss a different Sonic game, rank all of its levels from best to worst, and talk about what we love and what we hate. On this episode, we are talking about Sonic the Fighters from 1996.
Well, I'm very excited to be talking about Sonic the Fighters with the guy.
Yeah, mate, you and me both. I didn't realize how interesting this game was.
Yeah, neither. I didn't know I would have as much to say as I probably will have to say on it.
I know. There's a lot. It's a lot. It's weird. It's very unique. That's the overwhelming thing, is how distinct it is.
I have to admit, I don't think I appreciated that it was an arcade game, which is idiotic, but I just don't think I'd properly clocked that it was it was released originally for a literal arcade, and then ported. I bet you had no idea either.
I did know, actually.
Yeah,
I knew that from a video I watched ages ago. It was originally, and there weren't many arcade machines of it, but
no, it was quite rare.
Yeah,
which explains a lot. Actually, it explains why the controls on the Xbox port are so inaccessible.
It's great that they. Well, exactly, because P would have been a button on the actual machine. Yeah. It's great that they ported it. I mean, what the fuck?
I actually think we're incredibly lucky just to have a port of this game, and to have a playable, because it's so neat. I mean, it's actually very, very niche. It's as niche as Sega Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, it is,
and hasn't had the same treatment at all. So I don't know why this was given so much attention.
I know. It's weird, but it's good. We're lucky.
It is. I like it a lot. Having played it properly, like probably the longest extended period I've ever played it. And with the cycling through the most characters this time around. Yeah. Actually a new appreciation for it. The impression I had before was that it's an interesting, and the main sort of selling point of it was the hooligans, Bean, Bark, and Fang being in it.
Oh yeah, Fang's gang.
But Fang's gang. Yeah, that was the main appeal, and also it was it's quite hard to play. It doesn't you just spam and hope.
It's pretty weird.
Whereas actually this
which means it almost, you sort of think it isn't that rewarding. But no, same for me as well. Playing it this time, I got the most out of it I've ever had. Yeah. Once you just learn it, you have to play it, I'd say twice. Like sort of in a row, maybe. I don't know, in different ways.
I think you have to play as different characters, and you have to persist, and you have to get the hang of the rhythm of the controls, which is not easy because it's obviously not meant for. And there also seem to be infinite amounts of
friendly.
No, it's not instruction friendly, and infinite amount of moves as well.
Yeah, you look at the move list of each character. There's a fucking insane amount.
Yeah, there is,
and it's just the weirdest combinations. Yeah, you see it as a sort of precursor to the Werehog stuff.
A little bit. Yeah, perhaps. It is a little bit.
All those moves.
Well, it's the most similar. There's no game like it other than Battle.
No,
I would say that's probably something.
Yeah,
but
that's
the next.
Quite true. Yes.
The nearest,
but still
analog.
Nothing like it. Yeah.
No,
only
it's very, very
in like sort of only in genre of game, but like as a battle game, not at all. It's a proper sort of genre, that the Sonic the Fighters thing. It's I know for a fact you haven't either. I've ever sort of delved into those types of games.
The fighting game,
championship, sort of like 2D 1-1 fighting. No, but it's
like Street Fighter.
Yeah, that kind of
shit. It's big in e-gaming, isn't it? That's when that Evo moment 27 thing.
Evo 22.
Yeah. It was in one of those.
Unreal. Yeah,
it's in one of those competitions. Huge moment. That you won't ever quite imagine if it was between I don't know. Like I kind of had my Evo moment 22 between
and the E-Mech.
when I beat Metal Sonic when I beat E-Mech as Bark.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it Knuckles. I've got 12 seconds to this. No way, and then you do. I had one more hit and like 2 seconds left. Oh,
it's a huge moment.
Too good. Yeah, massive.
Good shit. I first played it like not that long ago. I haven't really got a history with this game other than I played it once on the Xbox port because I wonder what it was. Then I think I played it again with you, and now this time. So I'm not actually that familiar with it. I have always been extremely the 3D-ness, the early 3D-ness, and the look of the game has always appealed hugely.
I mean, any like early, that beautiful period, the sort of Sega Saturn period of like early 3D Sonic, which is just such a wonderful aesthetic. Anything from that is so intriguing for me, and Fighters is in that.
Yeah, I love how everything looks in this game. I really like how it all
such
looks.
a lovely graphical style. The environments, as we're getting to, are really quite nice. I just love to be in them.
They are.
But yeah. I was about to say something. Fuck, I forgot. No, it's fine. No, never mind. Yeah.
Well, I'll go through the agenda.
No, sorry, that's it. I've also similar to you. I've played it on the Xbox a couple times, not properly, just sort of jumped.
Presumably not ever on the arcade either.
No, never on the arcade.
Or on the Sega Saturn, which is obviously where it was originally ported to.
Originally, well, yeah. I mean, no one's done that. And
what do you mean no one's done that?
Wasn't it cancelled?
Was it
Sega Saturn port?
Oh, did it not make it?
No, it was going to be, but it didn't. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was cancelled.
I thought I saw playthrough footage of it on the Sega Saturn, but maybe that was a non-HD, because it was Gems Collection, wasn't it?
It's never been released as like a disc thing, I think. No, it hasn't had that. Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right.
But no, Xbox only. And then I played it on a train journey once. I don't know why.
Perfect train game. No, mate, it's in I'm right. It's in Gems. It's Gem. You're right, and I'm right. It's in Gems Collection, so you could play it on GameCube and PS2, and that would have been the shitty non-HD version that I was watching.
Yeah.
You're right. Sega Saturn was announced but cancelled.
Yeah.
Arcade only in 2005.
I wish there'd been more.
I wish they'd done this
Saturn.
with Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. I think that'd be so cool.
Yeah, they should have. Oh well. Yeah. Go on. Give us the agenda.
The agenda, as always, very briefly, is we've discussed our history with the game. Then we're going to go do a quick quiz, ask each other some questions to get the chat flowing on this little gem from 1996. Then you're going to tell us the story, the bizarre story of this game, none of which can be inferred. Well, some of which can be inferred from the opening cutscene, but honestly, not a lot. Then we're going to rank all the levels, best to worst, and rank it in relation to all the other Sonic games.
Yeah, cool. Sounds great.
Amazing.
Sounds good.
Why don't we start with the quiz then?
Question time.
I found researching this game extremely interesting.
Me too.
I thought at first it wasn't.
Very interesting content.
It does.
It's got a lot of backstory.
And it's all in that opening cutscene, which is
like rich with
so rich
story and like not even story, just things.
You've got there's just a couple of things in it that of note immediately. You've got
hang on. We should wait until we get into the story for that, because that is the story.
I guess that's true. It is the story. Yeah. Okay. Fine. We'll wait till we talk through the story to talk about that cutscene. But there is a lot in that cutscene that's really interesting. There's a lot of firsts. This game is a game of firsts. First proper 3D Sonic,
big time.
And then there's a couple of other things where. Did Jam come first, or was this first?
I'll check. I'm pretty sure Jam came after. Sonic Jam. I think it was 97. It was. 90. Jam was 97. The Fighters was 96.
Okay, so this is the first 3D.
The true first 3D outing. That's mad, isn't it? No one ever actually. It's not really known as.
No, and it's in that golden era where it's 3D classic Sonic, not 3D modern Sonic, which is really cool.
Wonderful era. And I wish it had been longer. That era.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. It's not popular though. I think we're probably in the minority of people who like that style and how Sonic looks.
No, I don't know. That isn't true. People love it.
Really? I didn't think Sonic 3D Blast or Sonic R were particularly popular because of the way Sonic.
No, not the games, but how he looked. No, don't you remember how he when Mania came out and they like showed the special stages and he was in his old format? People fucking loved that. Okay, fine, and for Sonic Shadow Generations, they've announced a Sonic Jam skin.
Yes, I saw that. Okay, maybe it's...
And people love that as well.
Maybe it's more... It's 3D Blast and Sonic R are not conventionally popular games because of the way they treat the 3D playing and the way Sonic appears.
Yeah. But actually playing them, people hate.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, the aesthetic people love. It's a great aesthetic. It's a very unique... Yeah, I fucking love both those games.
Yeah, absolutely love
them. Yeah.
Okay.
Go on. I'll give you my first question.
Shoot.
It's okay. So you know the cut character, Honey the Cat.
Honey the Cat, indeed, restored for the Xbox mod.
What was going to be her stage? Well, or at least what was purported to be her stage?
Wow.
Do you know?
No, I didn't even know she was going to have a stage.
Well, if you think about it, each one has a stage, don't they?
Yeah. Wow. No.
So
No idea. I didn't actually think she was ever intended to be in the game. I thought she was just a fun thing that they ported over because of an overlap.
She was going to be in the game, but she was cut.
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
No idea.
So I found out about this. It's very interesting. It's called Sunset Town, and the reason people know that is because a song was made for it and is in the files. I'm gonna play a little bit of it now. It's really interesting.
God, good find.
Yeah, I know. So Honey the Cattins, whatever that is, it doesn't say what it would look like, but the song is called that, which means that's what it would have been. Here it is. Yeah, weird, isn't it?
Wow,
very strange.
That's a great tune.
I know. Yeah, it's good. It is good, isn't it? I know. Very odd, but yeah, cool.
That's
just a fun little fact.
Interesting. Wow.
Sunset Town. I would have loved to have seen.
Oh my
that.
god,
I
that's
sort
just
of picture that like imagine how nice
the
that would look.
enticement of that is just enormous. That's just a gem we could never have.
I can imagine a sort of like regal ruin like lighting.
Yeah.
In sort of maybe the like ruins bit of Resort Island.
And she's supposed to be a sort of fashionista, isn't she? Or like a fashion designer.
Yeah,
so
it's
it would probably be quite urban, and then with this kind of glint and glamour. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
that would have worked
possibly like
really
a sort of like Jet Set Radio style.
Yeah,
kind of thing, maybe. Yeah,
alas.
At sunset. Imagine that. Oh, look great. Shame. Oh well. Yeah, cool. Isn't it? That's question one. What's yours?
Really cool. Okay, my questions. I ended up writing a lot of questions about Bean and Bark, which was not intentional at first, but they're just so cool. So, this is more of a kind of meta question. What's the game that Bean and Bark make a cameo in called?
Oh yeah. Okay, so. Well, Bean.
So I'm not talking about Sonic games.
Two answers.
I'm not talking about Sonic games.
No. I know. There are two answers for Bean, and there's one for Bark.
Okay.
It's called like Fighters Megamix or something, isn't it?
It is indeed called Fighters
Megamix. So they're in that, but Bean has a weird history. His character. If you look up a game called Dynamite Ducks, this I weirdly knew about this before. DUX. If you look at the guy, he's like a blue bean. Bean is loosely based off him.
Yes, aren't his sons in it? Something like that. Something really weird.
I don't know, but all I know is that it was based off that by Sega. But yeah, so I don't know. You could say technically that as well.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure his
sons. Yeah, that rings a bell for me as well.
I'm pretty sure it's established that
being the Dynamite's son. Why?
Yeah, hang on. I'll read it. I got it. According to Bean's Japanese bio in the Fighters Megamix, which is that game, Bin, B-I-N, the main character from Dynamite Ducks, who Bean is based on, is his father.
What the fuck? What?
That's so funny.
That's very, very weird.
I have another. I'm going to add on a question to this quickly.
Go on.
What kind of bird is Bean?
Oh, he's a duck, isn't he?
He's not a duck.
Bean the Dynamite. I always thought he was a duck
as well. He's not, because of Dynamite Ducks. He's not a duck, even though his dad is a duck.
Shit. He's a woodpecker.
He's a woodpecker.
What the fuck?
How weird is that? Which explains his peck move.
Yeah, and fits with like him being sort of like explosive and manic.
Yeah, a demolitions expert. Because
he
sort of makes holes in things. It's really cool.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had no idea. Apparently he's 15 years old. Yeah, Bin, father. What the fuck is his nickname? Bomb Mook. What? That's really weird. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's fascinating.
Bin, father. I did not know that. How bizarre. That's great.
It's really cool.
Nice. Yeah, weird. Right. My question 2 is also themed. It is also around Fang's gang. So what island? Well, loosely. What island is Aurora Icefield located on? Where is it?
North Island.
That's right.
And we know that because
cool?
of bears.
There's South Island and there's North Island.
I know. We know that because of Barks.
Bart. He's the number one snowboarder.
He's the number one snowboarder in North Island. So
brilliant.
What is fascinating,
that's so
obviously,
cool.
is that North Island is not anywhere. That's the only. It's as far as I looked it up quite a lot to see if I could find anything, and there's nothing. There's no other North Star, but that's completely different. Obviously.
It's really cool.
There's no other mention of North Island other than well, Aurora Icefields being in it supposedly would make sense if it was because it's in the north and of the description, and it's Bark's home presumably, and the fact that he's the number one snowboarder. So I mean, how fucking
really
cool is that?
It's so cool.
It's strongly inferred that Aurora Icefields is in North Island.
Yes.
I absolutely love that piece of trivia. I thought it was so cool.
Isn't it so cool? What a place.
Really cool. I know what else is in North Island. I want to know, because if it's all as good as Aurora Icefields, then wow.
If it's sort of like Antarctica, it'd be so cool. Very exciting. Yeah.
This question's a bit dull actually. In retrospect,
I've got one of those too.
But let's see if you get it. What was the name of the arcade machine?
This is my question 3
is
as
it?
well.
All right, go on.
Sonic Championship.
No. That's not what I'm asking. So that's the name of the game that was advertised and then dropped, and it was switched to Sonic Fighters. What is the name of the actual machine?
I don't know. What?
It's the Sega Model 2B CRX.
Oh, I saw that somewhere. What the fuck?
That's the name of the actual machine that you could play this game originally.
Very weird.
Yeah, that's extremely niche. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, yes, it says that in the bio, doesn't it?
Yeah. And hang on, I've just read an absolutely fascinating little thing, which I'm going to give you as a supplement to that question. So there are 4. Actually, I'm properly reading it. It's a bit shit. Can you think of Bean the Dynamite is a particular naming structure, nomenclature, where he's obviously unusually not listed as the species. He's a professional, in this case, object. Can you think of 3 other times that happens?
Well, that is a good question. Fang the Sniper.
Yeah.
I'm really racking my brain. Is it as in anthropomorphic animals?
Yep.
Mephiles the Dog.
Very good. Very good. There's one more, but this is. I'm going to give you a clue. This is a bit shit. It's kind of rubbish as well. This is in Prime.
No. Dread. Knuckles the Dread. Yeah. No. That's great. How funny. Knuckles, Dread, Fang the Sniper, and Mephiles the Dog. You wouldn't think that they'd have anything to do with each other, but they do. Nice. But yeah, cool. Good question.
Yeah, imagine all those 4 in a room.
That'd be quite an intense room.
It's just not going to go down well.
I'm not sure I'd ever want to be in there.
Bean would come out.
I mean, like Knuckles the Dread alone, I wouldn't.
He'd be dead. He'd go first, then Fang, then Beam, and Mephiles would kill everyone.
No. Fang would think he tricked everyone.
Mephiles is like a god,
and then Mephiles would just and then Mephiles would obliterate everyone.
And Mephiles would destroy. Okay, another question for me, please.
Well, you know what my question 3 is.
Oh yeah, well, I told you. Right. Do the last one.
Names again. So I'll give you question 4. This is a 4-parter.
Oh my god!
Well, it's got 4 mini questions. This is just I'm sure we'll get them all. There is some text in the stages. Can you tell me what the following ones say? So there are 4 of these. So in Canyon Cruise,
speed.
There is a word all over the ship. What is it? Speed. Yeah. Okay. In Dynamite Plant, there's a sign. What does it say?
Construction in progress. Or under construction, yeah.
In Casino Night, there's a large yellow neon sign. What does it say?
It just says jackpot, doesn't it?
No, weirdly, it says when lit.
Oh my god. Yeah, I wasn't going to get that. That is interesting.
And then finally, in the Death Egg's hangar under the floor, it says what?
EMEC activated.
That's right. Yeah.
Pretty cool. That's great. Good question. Very good question indeed.
Here's
a subpar version of that. When you see the Death Egg 2, not the Death Egg Mark II, which is obviously in.
Oh, no. Something very different.
In
Sonic 4 Episode 2.
Good.
Yeah.
Instead, this is just Death Egg 2, far superior to actually any of the Death Eggs, I think. What a fantastic looking thing with its 6 prongs. It has six spikes coming out of it with balls atop each one. What are their colours?
Yeah. Oh, mate. What a shit question. I don't know. Blue, red, green, purple, orange.
That's 5.
And then yellow.
Correct.
It's just like all of. It's just the main.
I know
colours.
it's just the main colours. I just thought it's such a distinct piece of design. I think it's fantastic.
It is. It's a very
absolutely
unique
love
looking.
It's so cool. It's got a massive moustache, really big spiky moustache, and loads of sort of
moustache
dingles coming out of it, and gadgets and gizmos.
It's fucking cool. It's very cool.
It's amazing.
It's sort of Marble Blast-esque.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Is in Marble Blast Platinum.
Yeah, I love it.
For those who know, great game.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, weird, isn't it? YK. Yeah, very cool.
Do you have one more for me?
Shit question, but nice. No, that was one.
Yeah, that is fair. I'll end on a much better question. Okay, this requires some cognition. So we've already touched on North Island. Yeah, good luck, mate. Yeah. We've already touched on North Island. So can you infer any other locations / islands that feature?
Yes. Well, there's South Island,
correct,
which is and I assume Kangaroos as well.
Yep.
Then there is Angel Island because of Mushroom Hill.
Correct.
I think it is.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, Mushroom Hill.
Then there is West. Well, from the aesthetic of Dynamite Plant that it's on West Island because there's a lot of elements from it, e.g., oil, ocean, Metropolis. You know, it has the vibe of could be. It could be sort of nearby. Giant Wing is similar to Wing Fortress, but only that. But that's not an island. And then North Island.
You could also say obviously Casino Night is probably West Side Island.
Sorry,
as well.
Of course,
more distinct than Dynamite.
Yeah. Yes. I think that's it. I can't really think of any other.
Yeah, and obviously
I'm not sure where.
Death Egg 2 is the only other location. Spot on.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool that this game traverses all of those islands.
Wouldn't you love to see Christmas Island?
What's that again?
Oh, come on, mate. Place. He was born there.
Who's Sonic's place?
Sonic was born on Christmas Island.
Oh, where does it say that?
Weird, isn't it? I don't know why who decided that, but it's just a thing.
It is weird.
Yeah, I know. Strange. But
I would love to see that. We never will, but it would be cool.
Oh, no. It'd be very cool if we did. But yeah. Born on Christmas Island. I don't know when it confirms this. What the fuck? Weird. It's based on an island. It's based on a real island of the same name.
How bizarre.
Very strange.
Like Easter Island.
I know. Apparently, it's no longer canon, according to Ian Flynn.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I just thought it was really interesting that,
nice.
that all of those locations appear in this game.
I love it. It's very classic. It's lots of nice classic.
It covers all of the big classic ones.
Scenes. Yeah,
absolutely. Cool. Okay.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a story? Tell us a story.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah. Ooh.
In his workshop, Tails receives a video from SBO of hundreds of robo-eggs descending on peaceful locations on the planet. They appear to be coming from the Death Egg II, a new Eggman fortress in space. Sonic wants to travel to the Death Egg II using Tails' rocket, the Lunar Fox, in order to stop Eggman's invasion efforts. It requires 8 Chaos Emeralds to fly, so Sonic sets out to recover them from their friends, who are each guarding one, apart from Fang, who stole one. He encounters resistance from Knuckles first, who insists that he should go instead. A competition is proposed to decide who will travel into space and stop Eggman. The fighter... competition happens. The fighter beats all 8 of their friends, recovers the emeralds, whoever that may be, and then flies to the station. A final showdown with Metal Sonic ensues. Once victorious, the station begins to explode, but before the fighter can leave, they are challenged by Eggman in his E-mech suit. If the fighter is Sonic, he will become. If the fighter is Sonic and has not lost once in a single fight, is completely victorious, he will become Supersonic. If not, he will go into hyper mode, which just gives him a sort of sparkle. Once beaten, the station blows up and the world is saved. It turns out Eggman and Metal Sonic also avoided the explosion and flew away.
Fucking weird. Absolutely
Very,
bizarre.
very weird. Quite strange.
Story.
What the fuck?
All set up in a manic 1 minute cutscene at the start.
The most
beautifully
hectic,
animated book.
Lovely.
Totally and utterly manic.
Accompanied by this. I mean, what like
it should be said
I love
that
it,
the music in this game is
for?
extraordinary. It is
so incredibly unique.
Iconic and specific.
It's so iconic.
It's got such a distinct noise. It's so fast as well.
It's so incredibly
massively fast
fighters.
BPM.
I know, what the hell, but it works. It gives because of how quick everything moves, like Eggman and the Robo Eggs at the start, it gives it a really manic, but also tense. It has a sort of like stress to it, which I guess works because it means you have to get to space and stop him. It works.
Yeah, it's true.
In a very weird way.
It's actually
it
very true.
Weird
it builds this incredible sense of tension because it's so manic.
It's just manic and it's just chaos, and you want it to stop. Yeah. Strange.
It didn't.
But no, good.
Good. It's the way they move as well. Like the fighting, and then even the transitions in between. Like you get no break. It's immediately onto the next one.
They whip round onto the winner. You get to see what you've just done, and then
you're done. Straight into the next no break. No, they are very, 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 very expressive. Like
they are animated incredibly.
It's unhinged.
Well. Like,
unhinged
it must
is the
have
word
been a lot of effort. Like really,
it
really just excessive. It's great.
Yeah,
it's really good. It gives them a lot of expression, makes them very lively, which is nice for the classic. To see the classic ones,
it is
who we used to as just being sprites.
Because one of the
fully animated.
What's that phrase people use? It's more with the modern Sonic, where it's like mascot sorts of syndrome or whatever.
Mascot head problem. Which is
I don't know.
Which is so not there.
No, in this game, I feel like the personalities and dispositions of the characters really come through in the way they act, behave, their moveset, their expressions, the way they deal with the victory / defeat.
It's like Bean's cheeky, Fang's sort of sly, and then Bark is sort of mean. And it all comes across in how they move.
Yeah. Very expressive. I really think it's an achievement.
It's great.
Actually,
they should look at. I know it's insane. They should look to it because it dodges the mascot suit problem by making them cartoony, which is what they are, and sort of
it
leans into their massive proportions and makes it work. Like the huge hands, big head, it works because they just fling it around.
They do, and it's got that. Yeah, they sort of the stretch, squash, and stretch thing is just off the scale in this. This game should also be credited with being the first game in the Sonic franchise to make Amy an actually functional, useful, and formidable character because she swings that hammer around. I think it's the first time she probably uses the hammer as a weapon in any game.
I think
the Pico Pico hammer. And it actually makes her like formidable and on a par with the others, which is great. Given she's the only female in this cast, other than Honey the Cat, who obviously isn't in the main cast. It's good that she's there.
Yeah, it's good they did that. It's a shame that sort of dropped off around.
Yeah, completely plummeted, went straight back, and then Battle does the sort of inverse of it. But this, I think she's actually. This is probably the most favourable depiction of Amy,
specifically classic Amy.
Yeah. Actually, I hadn't really thought. The animation of the characters really does. It's so expressive and so communicates the character. Yeah. Sometimes in a way that's not great. Like Tails is like smash attack is this kind of frantic baby cat fight move. But then Fang's got his tail whip, SBO. It's like counter attack is really sort of sneaky and
Fang
sly.
Bounces on his tail when he wins.
It's cool.
It's very. What is he, like a Jaboa or something?
Fang.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what animal he is. I think that sounds about right. He might be a Jaboa.
But no, yeah, it's great.
This isn't his first game, is it? He's he obviously
he's been in Drift 2, Triple Trouble.
Yeah.
It's I like it. At this time, he's like he's becoming a just staple recurring character.
But
and then he just vanishes.
He drops off the cliff after this.
Yeah, but it's cool, you know. At the time,
makes a big comeback.
One would think of him as that.
In not the best way, but
no. Oh boy, no. Yeah, Fang Mech.
Yeah,
biggest piece of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, agreed. They are brilliantly expressive.
They really are.
They really are. Admirable.
While we're on characters, listen to this like techno remix of the character select thing that I found. It's a lot. Ready?
Oh wow, yeah. Fuck. It's like a sort of German club. Wow, what the hell?
Bring it on!
What the fuck? Where did you find that?
Credit to Player 2, it's his remix. It's
nice.
Their remix.
That's really
really,
weird.
really good.
Yeah, that worked. You could do some really good things.
I think these songs do kind of lend themselves to remixes.
They lend themselves to like hard, aggressive.
Yeah, and I like how that one just goes all out.
Yeah,
it's great.
Nice.
So let's talk about that cutscene, the opening cutscene, because there's a lot to unpack in that. So first appearance of Death Egg 2, then
opens on a great wide shot of the Death Egg 2, and then the man himself, Rocket Metal, aka Mecha Sonic number 29. What the fuck?
Incredible.
Why is he called that? It's so cool.
Absolutely incredible.
Rocket. I think Rocket Metal has a great ring to it, but I mean that's been coined.
But this is
his official name written on his head. Is Mecha
Sonic model number 29. Also
so
known. It's fascinating that. I just think he's such an unknown, underappreciated series of metal Sonics.
He's an excellent design as well.
He's gorgeous.
He's
the way he
design.
transforms into a ship as well.
Yeah, and becomes a rocket. What? Why? Why was he made?
He's also got like Lego hands. Have you seen?
Yeah. He does. Yeah. I'm looking at him now.
Oh,
and then he's got a nice fat engine on the back. Nice big feet. He's really cool. He's very cool.
I didn't realize it was literally written on his head.
Yeah. It is tattooed on his forehead. Yeah.
He kind of he's a sort of precursor to Neo Metal Sonic in a way, just because of how huge his spines are.
Because the spikes are exaggerated. And then you cut to the inside of the Death Egg, and you've got Eggman and the Robo Egg just going mad in there. I bet they're just really, I don't know, just the vibe in there must be great, but like just completely hectic.
The vibe is like you wouldn't want to be in there.
It's just completely chaos.
Robo Egg is unhinged. He is an extraordinary looking thing. He looks like a Bionicle.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I know.
I love how he's like made fat as well. He's got this super round belly.
He's got his big 2 drills. It's so weird.
He's the precursor to Metal Eggman from Chronic. From Sonic Chronicles.
No. It's not Metal Eggman. It's called Egg something. I think it's called like Egg, the Egg Robot.
Yeah,
or something.
it's not like that, isn't it?
Chronicles Egg Robot. No, Eggbot.
Eggbot. Yeah, this guy's gorgeous. I think he's so cool.
Or like an egg porn precursor.
Yeah,
because they're an army. There's an army of Robo Eggs.
The vibe is pretty weird in that room. You've got the guy that he's churning away with his drills, and Eggman's having like a he's
so excited about all the rapid shots of just billions of them moving down.
Am I right in thinking that Espio Eggman sent Espio this vid of
No. Yeah, he's like, check this out. Espio, watch this. Why Espio? Why the fuck does he receive it? I guess because he's chaotic, but it's very weird Maybe he picks up on it, or he sort
No,
of
but like,
spies it
what
or
actually?
something.
Why does he receive it? Does he
I don't
intercept
know.
it?
I don't know where that's in, but I saw it on the wiki. It's written that it's written SBO receives SBO. I think it's SBO receives a video.
I love the idea that Eggman's just sending like spam vids of his fucking weird robots to SBO.
He's just sending tons of
check
reels.
this out.
Yeah,
SBO opens it expecting a dick pic, and what does he get? Like a fucking montage of his guys with their heads spinning around and.
Yeah.
So
no, I don't. It is very distinct. It's got a really weird feel to it. I can't place it. It's sort of dreamlike, but like not, but in a really unpleasant way, like a nightmare. No, it says on the wiki. It says it is then.
I think SBO like finds the video and then sends it to Tails.
An emergency message from SBO. In the message is a video showing the Eggman. Well, yeah, I mean, still unknown. Eggman might have sent it to SBO.
Quite possibly.
Check it
I
out.
like to think that he was like, yeah, I'm going to show that fucking chameleon what I've got. Look at this.
He's got
the weirdest flex.
He's got some real beef with SBO.
The weirdest flex.
Fuck off. Look at this. That's great. So weird. Why SBO?
Bizarre.
He always gets singled out. He gets singled out in the murder.
And murder, yeah, and in there's
Murder.
another thing he gets singled out in as well. What other game does he
only? Rivals 2. Why is he in Rivals 2? That's really weird.
Fucking
It's great though. It's nice.
First appearance of Luna Fox as well.
And then we get to the inside of his hangar, which I love how big and sort of empty it is. It's very spacious. It's really cool.
Oh, in the video, yeah.
The lovely Luna Fox,
which never appears again.
No, one of Tails' many vehicles. The other ones that I came across in my research that are interesting, and again, sort of same thematic design. Not Luna Fox, but afterwards, there's his sort of mini red rocket in Sonic 4, which is also a rocket, and then he's got his red like space shuttle in Shadow, which they fly up to the Ark in. That belongs to Tails because I think it has the cyclone on the end of it.
Oh yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool that he's got just a lot of vehicles like that. But yeah, the Luna Fox is his first proper. Am I correct in saying that, or just no? We won't count the remote. No. The Sea Fox. From
yes.
Tails Adventure.
Yeah.
And then Luna Fox. That's cool. Sea Fox. Oh yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Sea Fox, Luna Fox. Nice.
Yes, that's probably why it's named like that. I love the design of it. With like how the rocket pods look like
sort of
his tail.
Tintin
it is, yeah. The XFLR6
retro. Yeah,
it is. It's iconically retro. Beautiful color.
Yes.
His also first appearance of his first. Yeah, actually, it's not the first appearance of his workshop. It's the second appearance of his workshop. The first is in Tails Adventure. But this is the first 3D appearance in that format because it looks a lot like what they've obviously used that as inspiration for Adventure.
Yeah. Which is great.
And it massively bigger inside than it is on the outside, unless the scale of that opening shot is completely fucked because it houses a rocket, which is presumably enormous, although only enough room for one seat. If only they'd taken all 8 of them there, they wouldn't have had to beat the shit out of each other to in a competition.
I know, it's such a weird premise. Why do they decide to start a championship?
This whole thing is Tails' fault. If he'd just made a rocket that had more than one seat, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Just make like an 8-seater. It's not that hard. Just do it. just fit them in.
Weird.
It's really weird. No, his warehouse looks huge.
It's astronomically massive. It doesn't make any sense how it's that size. I also love Eggman's ship, like Eggmobile.
His like UFO
Eggmobile that he flies
another variant of the Eggmobile. Yeah, but a weird like
really
again
cool.
So quick. In the ending cutscene when he like shoots off,
it's rapid. Or when he gives you a clone, it's so fast.
Right in the camera's face and fucks off immediately. It's great. Why are there 8 Chaos Emeralds? It's a bit annoying.
It's just a pre-lore being established. There are 6 in Sonic 1. They just
I know the 6.
They had 8 characters. They needed 8 emeralds basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is fine.
It's chill. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But
it's a little annoying that it's so like dramatically inconsistent, but fine.
And then the game is on, and you start the fight.
And you beat the shit out of all the characters.
You just completely ruin all your
hammer
friends.
them.
Yeah.
Which is I just find fighting games so Battle has the same thing. It's like what. They're punching the shit out of each other.
I've never quite understood. Well, I have.
I understand racing. Racing makes so much more sense, but fighting.
No, I get it with certain things where you want to test metal on different scales, though. I.e., Imperial Star Destroyer versus Egg Carrier, which would be an incredible fight. I would love to see that. Imagine that. Imperial
who
Star
do you think would
Destroyer
win?
would deploy fleets of TIE fighters, and then but the egg carrier has its
got-
massive laser,
Yeah, but it's a bit
and it's
unreliable.
also got its fighters as well. Yes, it is unreliable.
I think an Imperial Star Destroyer would defeat.
I reckon
the
it
egg
would. I reckon it would nuke it.
I think it'd be quite close, but I think ultimately,
Yeah,
it would.
yeah.
The egg carrier
It'd be
doesn't appear
close.
to have much like laser
Artillery,
fire.
no.
or
Whereas
just
the Star
side
Destroyer,
artillery.
I mean, hence the name. As no, egg carrier is more of like a floating base.
You know what
whereas
would be
Star
a,
Destroyer
what I
is
think
there
would
to
be an
destroy.
even match, like a genuinely quite difficult
The
match.
Galactica.
Yeah, the Battlestar
From
Galactica
Battlestar Galactica
versus
the
the egg carrier.
versus the egg carrier. It would.
Adama
because
the Eggman.
Oh, imagine that! Both mustached men and round glasses.
I think
but very
the
different.
egg carrier might win that one.
Yeah.
I think it would. I think Eggman would.
I
win.
reckon the laser would just tear through.
I think he'd bring in the egg
because it's
fleet
an old
and it
ship.
would be
You know?
basically a Cylon attack, and he'd just destroy.
Yeah, it's an old ship, and but he has got the Vipers. You know,
he has. I reckon
Which would-
Starbuck would do some
which would-
damage.
she'd wait until he like she'd wait until the egg carrier changed shape and then take out its engines
she would.
and destroy the cockpit. Yeah. If she do a bombing run all across the
Yeah, maybe it
like
would. I think it would. Both ships would take heavy
both
pounding.
It would
It's a
depend
tough
on like the
call.
day, but the Galactica is a lot less sturdy. It's a very old ship. whereas
The
egg
egg
carrier is
carrier
pretty
just
heavy.
doesn't have it. It really doesn't have many defenses other than that massive cannon. But
Yeah,
if
which
it
can
if it appeared and just did that, it would rip a hole through the whole ship because it's got no shield,
It
so
would,
it's
no,
screwed.
it would obliterate it. But if they were kind of like at a distance, and they were, and it was
I think if
then-
BSG had time to plan the op and it was a
Yeah.
dogfight, I think it would win. I think it would take Eggman
Agreed.
down and he
Agreed.
goes crashing down, screaming. But if the egg carrier had the upper hand, I think the Galactica's fucked.
Yeah. It's a good question.
It
I
is
would love to see somebody animate
really,
that.
really good question.
Egg carrier versus like famous sci-fi shit.
Death Egg
Great.
II, however, one of the most
That's-
beautiful but useless machines, has a 30-second self-destruct if anything goes wrong.
Gives
Which
you
Eggman
no
seems
time.
totally
Eggman,
unconcerned.
he seems so unbothered by it. He thinks, no, I'm gonna get my EMAC.
I'll just jump
and
in
have
my
a
suit
15
and box
second
the
fight.
shit out of people who are the guy in the hangar.
Just in case.
Another first is the E. That's the first time like the E designation is used to signify his robots, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
How cool is that? It originates
I love
from
it.
here.
E series.
So much is
yeah,
taken
of
from this
course.
game that then goes on to inspire.
I guess that makes sense. E, because egg. I've never thought of that. Egg
Me
101
neither, I
beta.
guess it is.
Egg Mac, EMAC. That's cool. E101, E102.
He's not called Eggman at this point, though, is he?
No. Well, he is referred to as Dr. Robotnik, but no. The term I checked this. I'm pretty sure the term Eggman has been around since like the start.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
he
it's
was
always a
called
bit.
that.
But they only start properly calling him that when they
Yeah.
can speak. Obviously,
They portray it as like Sonic's sort of like nickname for him,
Yeah,
but he
and
then
then he-
leans into massively and like
big
loves
time.
it.
He owns it so hard.
It's Eggman Land, not Robotnik Land. He must have preferred.
He
that
did. He does say
nickname.
Robotnik Land in Adventure.
I'll build
once.
Robotnik
He
Land.
does say it
Yeah,
once.
in Adventure he
But
does that,
I
but-
think that's
yeah,
his
yeah.
like transition, and then after that,
Yeah.
he's
After that,
all
he
in on
really
Eggman.
loves
He's
that.
like, actually, no, Eggman's easier. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. Have
Go
we
on,
anything else to say? Of the...
I think that's everything for me.
Yeah, I just fucking love that cutscene. I really,
Me
it
too.
was such a treat.
It's really, really
It's
interesting.
just one fascinating.
I would so
watch
love
it as a Sonic
to-
fan, wide-eyed, just
Yeah.
absorbing the early 3D.
It would be really
lore.
nice to like play as one of the characters and just sort of like run around outside his warehouse and in there, and then on the station. It'd just be really cool to be in because it's such a nice environment, so simple.
Yeah, for an
Just
arcade
old,
game,
lovely retro stuff.
The design
Yeah.
is just fantastic. I
Yeah.
just love.
So,
I love
it's
Rocket
also,
Metal. I love
another thing about it, which we mentioned in Heroes, and is a real good thing about a Sonic game when it does it right, is bright, vibrant colors. It is incredibly vibrant.
very,
This game,
very.
it's so bright
It's the bright.
and like
It's just
saturated, and
colours.
it's so but which is so nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's so nice because Sonic's wonderful blue shines, Bean's green. It's just great.
Mm.
They're all very it's very visually appealing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good.
Let's go into the levels.
Let's do it. There are 10 levels, which go as follows in order. They go nice. They go South Island, Flying Carpet, Aurora Icefield, Mushroom Hill, Canyon Cruise, Casino Night, Dynamite Plant, Giant Wing, Death Egg's Eye, and Death Egg's Hangar.
Good.
Have I missed anything? That's all.
That's it. There's 10.
Yes. Yeah, 10. Yeah. Yes, we're counting them all. Let's start off with. Why don't you start number 10?
Okay.
What's your number 10?
My number 10 is Casino Night.
Is it now?
It is. I put that at the bottom. Would you like to know why?
Yeah.
I actually, as usual, I found this quite difficult. I think they all have strong merit. I think they're all, in their own way, really interesting, visually enticing, and exciting stages that are just so like richly Sonic. I just love it. Some of them, I think I probably was slightly biased towards the ones which kind of drew on pre-existing zones already, because it's just slightly less exciting and had less originality. But not entirely. This one I just felt aesthetically just gave me the least.
I've just to say, I've just moved that down. It was number 9, but I looked at it and actually think no. I very quickly, not to be fickle, but I do think
It's like
it's my 10 as well.
Yeah. Okay. So we're aligned. So I think the deck of cards as the
wall.
As the
fine,
wall is cool.
It's kind of hard to look at.
It is hard to look at. It's just a bit ugly. It's like, and again, it's like black space everywhere, which is not the most exciting thing.
It'd be nice if we had like a coloured floor.
Yeah.
Or like a sort of like a roulette wheel or something, like sort of in the style of Casino Park. But it's not.
I
agree. It's a little bit lacking.
It's just a bit empty. It's a shame because it's Fang's level.
Not very nice as well.
No, the music is not a nice song. One of the less good ones.
Unpleasant to listen to. Yeah.
Everything's everything in the skybox. I'm not sure if I have the right term. The sort of in background,
background
is really far away, so you can't really see. You don't get a sense that you're in anything. You're just sort of floating.
The roulette machine doesn't stop. Apparently, just keeps going.
Oh, never.
I do like that Fang's here.
I like
of course, he's in
here.
the sort of like city of gambling and greed and
I like the signage.
Crime.
They're quite cool, but there's I don't know. There's just not very much.
As it goes, it's the weakest sort of, I'd say, for environmental.
It feels underbaked.
Yeah, a little bit. They could have done with just like I said, I don't know, a coloured floor, and a little bit more detail, and just easy to see what's going on.
And because there's like the fighting is just the fighting in every single one, you can't really. You have to basically make this decision based on the aesthetic of the level.
Yeah, pretty much entirely. Apart from this, apart from a couple of small exceptions, but not really.
Yeah. I don't know. It just does the least for me. It's straight out of Sonic 2. Fine, that's fine. It's not a problem. I just don't think it does a lot with it. It just feels a bit empty.
I agree. That's 10.
I do like the ones which have like innovative ways of fencing the arena.
Yes,
I think that is the biggest merit of this one.
It's always very exciting.
The blue, green, the like heart club spade. At least they've made an effort with that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It stands out.
What's your number 9?
My number 9 is Death Egg's Hanger.
Death Egg Hanger.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What do you like about Death Egg Hanger?
No, the thing is, I do like it a lot.
I
sort of like, but I sort of like that. I like how fleeting it is. I don't know. There's something about that that's quite exciting. It's a very cool space, isn't it? It's a weird little sort of. I don't know. I do think that the time I like the time of it, but it's also a bit. It's a bit stupid. If you don't know what to do, which there's sort of no reason you would, you're fucked, and that's it. You just fucked.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. I like that you come down and then he's like there in sort of
he charges
battle,
out of his
he's
garage.
like battle ready and then goes goes
awesome.
on the conveyor.
Amazing.
He looks great. He's very formidable.
How good does classic Eggman look in 3D as well? He lends himself so well.
Doesn't he just? He's so round. It's really
beautiful
good.
Thing.
Hang on, I'm just gonna get it out now.
Pause.
It's I don't know. It's just a bit weird. It's not quite. It's just a sort of standard industrial area. I mean, I like it a lot, but I'd say there are stronger ones. I like that it's sort of the sort of Emex Bay,
Yeah, it is.
Hence the big writing below.
Yeah.
This is its garage. Yeah, it's cool. But no, I don't know. It's the song's good as well. The song's incredibly tense.
It is probably the most intense song I've ever heard in my life. I'm not kidding. It's the most intense song I've ever heard. in a game. It is like
it is.
Just let it play for a minute. It's just like not that long.
Yeah. It's an
impending heart attack in a song. It's
isn't it?
So intense.
Oh yeah,
that's a fair placement. So
I don't know. I just think all the other stages are stronger. It's not bad by any means, but it's not the most remarkable. I like how fleeting it is. That makes it stand out in a weird way. I like the EMAC, but no, it's gonna be quite low for me.
So I put Death Egg's Eye in 9.
Did you? Interesting.
I struggle to get a lot from this stage either. I like the window out looking at Earth. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Not massive fan of the like code on the floor and the TV screens with nothing on them. I don't know. It's fine. It just doesn't feel like an epic enough arena for a fight with Metal Sonic. You know?
Yeah, I suppose.
Were you a massive fan?
I've got it higher.
Fair enough. I have Death Egg higher. Mm-hmm. But it just feels slightly basic and that's fine. It can be. It's not a problem. I just don't find it particularly interesting. The best part about it is that it's looking out over Earth, or not whatever fucking planet that is. Little Planet. No, it's not Little Planet. It's just the planet, isn't it? Sonic's planet.
Yeah, I think it is Earth.
Maybe it is with the islands on it. That's cool, but all the rest, give or take, it's standard sort of space sci-fi. I always find, to be honest, the Death Egg interiors are just always a bit underwhelming.
I was thinking about that. The best time I think it looks best is. Oh no, wait, sorry. This isn't the Death Egg. Never mind.
What were you thinking?
I was going to say. No, I was going to say the cosmic wall race in Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing Transformed looks fucking amazing.
Where's that then?
I guess the Ark.
It's the Ark, isn't it? Yeah.
But it sort of looks like a giant planet. No. Never mind.
Yeah,
no, yeah.
Compared
to
that's
Death
what I
Egg
was
stuff,
thinking. In contrast to the Ark, which is another space station, which looks the design of that is fucking amazing, so interesting, so fascinating,
it's
so cool.
Unique.
You're very.
I would say
Death
Egg
Egg's
Gate.
just always a bit like that.
Egg Gate's a very very good portrayal of it from Forces. I mean, it's I mean, it's sort of outside it, but still, it's cool. Don't know. Yeah.
So 9th, just on the basis of like bit apathetic towards it. It's also Metal Sonic is just so difficult as a boss. He's so
but it feels
difficult.
great when you beat him.
It's great, because but
and
still, it means you spend the longest in that area, and it's probably decent.
True.
So you get slightly sick of it.
True.
Good tune though.
Is it?
I think it's a decent, semi-decent tune. Yeah.
Start is sort of like
this sounds like a weird pop song.
Yeah, it's like a sort of.
But then it goes into that
pop,
classic fighters
really
anxiety attack.
Yeah, just classic like hyperactive. It is the most hyperactive soundtrack. That's what it is. Just completely manic.
This is.
My number 8 is. So I've had Casino Night, Death Egg's Hangout. I've now got Mushroom Hill. At
Mushroom Hill.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why?
Yeah. I don't know. Again, I like it.
Don't you like it when you hit the sides and the
and the spores come out of the hat? Yeah, cool. that is a nice touch. That's a nice detail, and I fucking love the environment. It's really nice with the sort of green jungle the forest canopy at the top, and the big orange mushrooms. It is good. I don't know. It's partly because we've seen it before.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I guess.
But I like this. I like the flat rays of light coming through. It's a nice touch.
That's cool.
Nice and retro. I don't know. It just doesn't do that much for me. It's Mushroom Hill. Hang on. Yeah, this one. Also not like fine song. It's quite hard.
The bushes have little red berries in them. That's quite nice.
Yeah, it's a nice touch, I guess. Yeah, it's quite nice that SBO's in there. I don't know why he's here.
Why not Knuckles? I guess. Knuckles gets.
I know Knuckles.
They make Knuckles the absolute the most shit easiest guy to kill.
Yeah, it's a shame. They should have put Tails there or something, and then like SBO on Canyon Cruise. I think he'd be better there.
No, I
Don't
like
know why.
Tails in Canyon Cruise. I think he's good there.
Yeah,
I don't know where
don't
Sphere would be better suited. Maybe
No,
Casino 9? No.
no.
They should have put Sonic in South Island, Knuckles in
Yeah.
Mushroom Hill, and Espio on Giant Wing. That would be
Yeah,
better.
so. Yeah, because that could be his sort of base.
Yeah, or he's up there on a
chaotix or a mission,
snooping around. Yeah,
but yeah, no, it just I don't know. It just I just prefer the rest.
That's
a
fair.
little bit
Interesting.
More. They have more qualities.
You've put that above or under South Island, which is the one I've put in 8th place.
Yes, how come?
It's just it's beautiful. It's lovely, vibrant, attractive,
luscious.
It is verdant, very very nice. I love the coconuts on the trees, the waterfall, the little sort of jetty thing next to you. It's just fills me with Sonic's nostalgia, pure joy. Lovely.
Yeah.
But it's completely unoriginal in that sense. It's Green Hill by the sea.
Yeah.
Which is lovely, but it doesn't have anything particularly special in terms of its originality. It's just very familiar, lovely, really nice. I mean, presumably this is the first time this environment with the checkered, which is actually quite cool to think about, with the like iconic checkered floor and Green Hill vibe and trees and coconuts, etc., is rendered 3D. In 3D.
Yeah, it is. Followed closely afterwards by Jam.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, fair. I have it in 7th place, one above.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, which makes sense. I'm fond of it. I just not much else to say about it. Really.
I agree with everything you say, but I like all that. I love that it's like what
you prefer it over Mushroom Hill.
I love. Yeah, I do. I love that it's not Green Hill. I mean, it is, but I like they've called it South Island.
It's a bit weird because it is Green Hill.
I know, but I like.
And
that
it's like saying, "Oh, this is England," while showing a picture of London. It's like a.
Yeah, but I don't know. I sort of quite like that. It does make it feel a little bit more novel.
Yeah,
I like the bridge. I like the textures. It just looks like the nicest place.
It does.
It looks like such a heavenly area.
Completely stunning.
Whereas Mushroom Hill is a little bit less enticing. I don't know. The mushroom barrier sort of weirds me out a bit. I kind
of like them.
I would just love to be there. It just looks like such a nice place.
It does.
Yeah, the coconut trees are great. No, that's why. And the waterfall's beautiful, and the bridge, love the bridge. But that's why. I also same reasons. So we've seen it before, so it's not too high, but I still like it a lot. Yeah, 7th place. What's your 7th?
Giant Wing.
Is it?
Yeah. So I put this high originally, and then I just looked at it again and thought, actually, the best part of it is when right at the start when it shows you what you're on. It's obviously inspired by Sonic 2's Wing Fortress. It's got that great opening shot, and then it's cool. It's very different to the others. I love how the background's moving so fast, and you really do get the sense of kinetic movement through an environment while you're stationary. That's a really cool effect that the other stages don't do, other than Canyon Cruise. But this is kind of more extreme. Oh yeah, but Flying Carpet kind of goes like you sort of get the sense you're going interminably round, whereas this feels like you're moving somewhere, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
It's a little bit forgettable because it's got not much. Once you get the gist of it, it's like you're on the wing of a plane.
Not even you're
on the plane.
Like on the plane.
It's cool. I like seeing the turbines next to you and the clouds go by, and presumably you're flying over South Island.
Yeah,
it is cool. It's a really cool idea to have it outside the plane. The cockpit looks quite interesting. Actually, you can kind of see it from far away. It's blue. Yeah, really a really cool plane.
I would love to know who's driving it.
Who is driving that? Yeah.
Who's flying the Wing Fortress? The giant wing. Yeah. Interesting. I have it higher.
Yes, I thought you might. I like it. It's just, I think it probably belongs there for me.
Yeah. Fair.
It's kind of like it's a weird, actually, if you really think about the design of that plane, it's like a World War II.
It's like a
jet.
Yeah, it's like a sort of early 1900s.
I don't know what plane has propellers above its wings.
No, that's a bit weird. But again, because then you wouldn't see them.
Yeah, yes, it's as simple as that.
But I do like its design.
I like its design, but there's no way that's flying. That's the weirdest plane ever.
I will talk on it more.
A blue cockpit and propellers above its wing. Hilarious.
I'm more of a fan. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I look forward to hearing your when you suck it off. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
In 6th place, I have put Mushroom Hill. I'm just higher on it than you. I started. I get what you're saying about the mushrooms weirding you out. They are quite weird. How tall and irregular they are.
Ick.
There is a bit icky.
Major ick for the mushrooms.
It is a bit icky. But I love how the spores fall out under their hair. I was really enamored by that. I think that's such a cool, because it means it's the only time the barrier interacts with the player when you get chucked into it. I think that's great. True. I love Mushroom Hill anyway as a level, so I'm more than happy for it to be brought back.
Yeah.
Quite fresh from Sonic 3, obviously, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which was what was it again? 90. When was Sonic 3?
Sonic 3?
Yeah.
1994?
5?
Shit.
I'm looking now.
I should know this. 94, I think.
Yeah, it's 94. Yeah, 94. Yes. Yeah, I just think it's really cool. I like the forest theme. I love the fact that you're fighting on top of a
giant stump
of a tree. That's really cool.
Mm.
Yeah, just lovely forest. I enjoy it. I think I got more out of it aesthetically than all the ones preceding it, and I like my guy SBO is the Guardian. It doesn't really make any sense. And Angel Island, it's just fucking cool.
Yes, it is cool.
I think it might be a good moment to just mention the actual fighting. Like, there's a good. I found, having played I played all the characters, and the game does successfully give you a different experience with each character because of the moveset. Yeah. And as I said about it, matching their characters, Fang's like punch move is she just shoots, which is great. Sonic has this like super quick punching. Bark is so slow but so powerful and has that massive spinning attack, which has a name I can't remember. Bean's got his bombs that he chucks. It is actually really hammer, fun.
Knuckles glides into you. It's great.
Yeah, and Tails picks you up and drops you.
Yeah,
it just really maximizes.
Which is exactly what he does in the. Isn't it? You know, you can fly like that with him, and use it as an attack. It's really cool.
It really maximizes the abilities of all of the players, like really maximize of the characters in a way. It's funny because in contrast to Colors, where the Wisps give Sonic all of those powers. Is what we were saying last time. This it really shows the strengths. They should have watched this and been like, we've got a fantastic cast of characters that can they're so applicable for games and exploring environments and moving around, not just beating the shit out of each other. Let's make the most of it. But no, that sort of fell off a bit. Well, it didn't early on, and then it did.
No, but no, they should have thought of that. I know. But yeah, it is good.
Really good. What's your 5 then? Oh, have you told me your 6?
Yeah. No, I haven't. Oh, I haven't. My 6 is Death Egg's Eye.
Okay. Fair.
Again, I was higher on it.
So why?
2 reasons why. I do like the code floor. I think that's very. I don't know. I think it's very inventive. You just got streams of code, and it's on like a sort of old TV. It's got a nice bend to it.
That's true.
Such a weird detail, but I like that. I like the round, sort of the round room. I imagine it sort of to be in one of the 6 globes, maybe. And I don't know. It's Metal Sonic. I found it. I played it and I started very frustrated that he was so difficult, but then you kind of as you learn his moveset and what he does and when you can hit, when you can't hit, and you beat him, it feels great. It's rewarding. It's just good. So I did end up enjoying it, and I was fond of his fight. I thought he's very difficult, but I don't know. I like it. I say it's worth it. And
the Death Egg is just amazing. It's actually so fucking cool.
It's such a cool.
There's that front-on shot when the rocket's flying towards it.
Yeah. It's a brilliant shot. You get straight into it. But no, again, same. Not too high up either, because it's just not the most exciting environment. But I agree with all you said, but I just like it a little bit more.
Yeah, that's fair. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know the? Sorry, it's just continuously going on about the Death Egg. The orbs, the like coloured orbs, have orbs on them.
I know.
How cool is that?
They have little nodules off them. I know.
Fucking amazing. I just want this thing.
It's like one of those
It's like a molecule.
Yeah, that's it. One of those science things.
What an idiot.
Yeah, molecule. A molecular model thing.
So cool.
Yes, it is.
With like a satellite.
Which
His
is great.
moustache is the satellite. It's just genius.
The moustache is brilliant. It's huge. It's fantastic.
So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're halfway.
You
then.
must fucking love Death Egg Hanger, mate. I mean, how high is that? How high can that be? You're in there for like 12 seconds.
Death Egg Hanger is next. Is number 5. Yeah, it's not any higher. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah.
And I was higher on the sort of secrecy of it. I love the boxing ring that gets erected with the laser thing. Gates. I love that you're in the loading bay with it so colourful, the yellow ceiling. I love the EMEC activated floor with the like grid thing. It's just got a real final boss like feel to it. It's just I think it's a more exciting space environment than Death Egg's Eye. Such a weird thing. It's cool.
Yeah, I guess so.
I just think it's cool. I think it's cooler than Death Egg's Eye, and I think his his entrance from his shutter, where he's presumably just been sitting, waiting, and watching the self-destruct, takes his sweet fucking time to come out. Is really cool.
Yeah, agreed.
What's your equivalent?
My 5, I've got Canyon Cruise.
Okay.
I don't know. I enjoy it. It's got a good momentum to it.
I love it.
It's a very distinct.
I put it higher.
Yeah, I know. Very distinct. I don't know. Just feel to it. I like how up and down it is. You're going a proper ride on the water.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's got rapids.
The ship is bizarre.
It's so weird.
It's like Buzz Lightyear themed.
Yeah, it literally is like you're riding a Buzz Lightyear boat.
Yeah, and then it's got speed written on it. It's really weird. I don't know. Yeah, you can imagine it's sort of. It might be like Tails' sort of cruise boat. I don't know. It's just very.
You've actually got
weird,
so many. Who's driving this as well? You've got so many.
You got a lot of vehicles. They're such
a
unique
rocket, a boat, a rocket, a hovercraft.
They're very unique. In
plane.
Like places to fight. You know.
Very. Yeah.
I'll get to Giant Wing, but that's brilliant. That just fighting on top of a plane. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's cool.
Fantastic.
It's very cool. Very epic.
How does it go again? Yeah.
Oh, the music for this is phenomenal.
I hear this and I just see Tails picking you up and dumping you on the floor. Yeah.
I love that song. I think it's so good.
Yeah, it is good. But no, yeah. So we're sort of getting into the more the environments that have more distinct standout things now.
We do.
But yeah, that's my number 5.
The design features are just genius. I love them. Yeah, I'd love models of all the vehicles. I want the Lunar Fox. I want this boat. I want that plane. I want the fucking Death Egg, please.
Of course you do. Have it as like a chandelier.
I would get a like
hanging Death Egg
8 by 8 foot photo. Beautiful. Darkroom print photo of that thing front on and have it hanging on my wall.
Incredible. Jack should make it.
So beautiful. I'll tell you my 4. So we're starting to get into the ones that were
the big boys
pretty high on. So my number 4 is Dynamite Plant.
Is it now?
Yeah, Dynamite Plant, which has such a banger. Let me play it. Here we go.
Oh, please do. This is incredible. You made me aware of how good this song is. I didn't know until you showed me. It's so good.
Brilliant.
Imagine a T-Lopes remix of that.
It'd be so good.
For like
this
the return of Bean or something.
There is
like Bean comes back and then he comes out and then like
and it would be. I mean, it's so his song brilliant. As well,
isn't it?
J'adore Bean. J'adore Bean. I love him.
Yeah,
He's so
it's
fucking cool.
very
Bean.
Bean.
The woodpecker.
I love it.
So Dynamite Plant, obviously inspired by Chemical Plant Oil Ocean, probably. To be honest,
really cool.
Yeah, it is. The aesthetic here is fantastic. It's really cool. The pipes, the cogs, the like vats, and the sort of industrial vibe, and the metal grid fencing. Love it. Really cool. The music is superb. It's obviously Bean's track, Homeland.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Why is he he's like a demolitions expert in a factory. He's presumably going to blow up. Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
It is.
Big fan. But there are others I'm higher on. Actually, this one and my number 3 I would probably say are pretty much the same in terms of level, I think.
Yeah, interesting. My number 4 is one that you said already. It is Giant Wing.
Okay, so defend Giant Wing.
I love Giant Wing. I think it's really cool. The plane is sort of Tintin-esque, which I like.
Yes, it is.
I just think the idea of you're on an arena on a fucking giant, weird gold, like metal plated plane flying over a lovely sea with small islands and clouds. You know, it's a lovely day for a fight. You know, it's just really nice. I don't know. It's very exciting. I think it's very tense. It works as a final sort of like normal one. I also like the song is hectic, but I do like this one bit in it. Let me get to it. Hang on, it might have played.
I think I heard it. Is the descent?
Like,
yeah.
I love that.
That's
bit.
really
It's
cool.
really
It's
cool.
It's
it
quite
gives it
Toy
like
Story,
a great sort of it is. It gives it a sort of I don't know, just like a something slightly tense and tragic and just stressful.
Yeah,
and
it's already quite.
It adds to the.
It feels very high stakes, that song.
Yeah, and I like the callback to Wing Fortress because I absolutely love Wing Fortress. I think it's so interesting. No, I don't know. I just got a lot more from it than you.
That's fair.
The biggest takeaway is how cool the setting is. What a great setting, you know. Yeah.
Agreed. All good points.
Yes.
So
right, we're in top 3 now.
We are. My 3 has also come up before. It's so funny how the top 2 tend to be. We've both left our top 2, unless you're going to say one for number 3.
Yeah, not necessarily.
But,
you never know.
So my 3 is Canyon Cruise. You pretty much said all the things. I just think it's so cool. I love that vehicle. It gives me more than giant wing. That's a weird name. I love how you're cruising through an environment you've kind of already been in before. It's just it's cool. It's Green Hill. You've gone from Green Hill land to basically Green Hill rapids and
it's
riverway.
cool when you go through the tunnel and the light darkens.
Yes,
that's a nice touch.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, exactly. I'm glad you mentioned that. That's a really good little bit of intrigue. That's very cool.
You're right. It is very cool. That actually,
it is.
It's great.
A fight on a boat. I don't know. That's even to me somehow in this game. That's just more cool than a plane. I don't know why. And the waterfalls and
again, I would just love to explore these environments.
I know.
Like
this
properly.
one in
They're
particular,
so
you really want to get out and wander around.
It's quite
or drive that boat around it.
It's quite Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. There's a level that's a lot like it, where you go down these rapids in a sort of raft, and it's got a set in nice old graphics. It's just it's great. Nice, it's really nice.
I would absolutely love. It's kind of like some of these environments remind me of the flying levels in Spyro.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Where you have to like fly through a route and burn bears or go through hoops and so. But you in that game you can land and walk around on areas which you wouldn't think you'd be able to do that on.
Which is nice.
In particular, this one, the tunnel's amazing. Actually,
the tunnel's really cool.
Fucking great. I love Canyon Cruise and the tune. I think we played it already. It's really good. Really. I think it's as good as Dynamite Plant.
I don't.
It's got a really catchy. And the speedboat
just very fighters
awesome.
As well.
I love the design.
Yeah, true.
Purple, blue, green, white.
Green,
who the
purple,
fuck
white.
designed that? It's
great. So weird. What is it? Very not Tails. Very Untails.
Very
like,
Untails.
Who knows?
I don't think it's his.
Another South Island resident.
I really don't think it's his.
It could be the Owls. Oh, Mr. Sonic. Could be him.
I reckon
the OVA.
No, I reckon it's
Who knows?
Who's that miner from Boom?
Miner?
No, it's Salt Bay. It's the hippos. It's the hip. It's so niche. This character. It's a hippo in Boom Rise of Lyric. It's him.
What's his name?
It's called Salty, and his brother's called Pepper.
Salty and Pepper. Yeah.
It's his.
Sure. Cross dimension owner. Yeah. Nice.
What's your third place?
My 3 is Aurora Icefield.
Oh my goodness me. Okay.
Yeah.
Play the tune. I'll play it. It's so good.
Go on. Hurry up.
Here we go. Perfectly captures that jazzy fusion.
Great, isn't it?
Captures the like chill of Bark's
I love that
weird character where he's like a shy guy who doesn't say anything, but he's kind of chill.
But he's a tough guy. He's a big tough guy.
He's super strong. It's great. Captures it perfectly.
This place is just brilliant. The Northern Lights thing, the Aurora Borealis, is fucking cool. I love the purple and yellow horizon haze, and then those towers, the towers with the purple and blue. You know what it's like? Ice Cap has those in the caves. I've just remembered that those diamonds, Ice Cap have those. The purple and blue diamonds that spin. Me too, they're great. And then the weird frozen walrus statues are really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's an incredible place. I love the crisp ice sheet you're fighting on. And yes, that song is fucking good. It's great.
It's
Again,
class.
I would love it if Bart came back and that theme accompanied him. It would be brilliant. It'd be really cool.
Yes.
It's just a great.
It's where he
snowboards.
spot.
Yeah, as the number 1 snowboarder
in North Island. Yeah,
in North
and
Island.
it's North Island. Yeah,
what a cool place. Yeah, it's also bearing resemblance to Antarctica, and I'm a huge fan of Antarctica.
Of the region.
I would love to go there.
I think this place.
What a place!
Yeah,
because it just stretches out. It looks huge.
It is,
and he's just here. I'd love to be. Oh, I just imagine imagine like a Frontiers open world, but in places like this, you know,
Aurora,
you've got North Island would be amazing as a place, or South Island.
Frontiers didn't need to make new islands. We could have just gone to all of these locations.
Imagine that.
And ended on the Death Egg.
How great
Mark
that would be!
II.
Like a massive open world. They should do that. Oh, honestly, open world RPG in like the classic Sonic world.
Yeah.
South Island, West Island, and you go to all these areas. Oil Ocean. That would be unreal. That would be ridiculously good.
It would be
North
the
Island's
ultimate
there.
Sonic game.
It would be.
That is
the
$1 million idea. That would be so good.
That the old Sonic. Oh my god, it'd be amazing.
It'd be a bit much.
Fight of Sonic. It would almost be overwhelming.
Completely overwhelming.
But yeah, one can dream.
And you each time you move into a different environment.
Yeah, the song
playing. Oh, it's too huge.
Oh, that'd be great.
Aurora Icefield is a truly unique area. I really like it.
So iconic. Very unlike any other ice places in the Sonic franchise. A little bit like Twinkle Snow from Advanced Trip, but not really. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just also what a cool name, Aurora Icefield.
Aurora Icefield. It's awesome. The field of ice.
So I've put that. Well, what have you? That was your 3, right?
Yeah.
So that's my Canyon Cruise. So what's your 2?
My 2 is Flying Carpet.
You put Flying Carpet as 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I put Aurora Icefield as 2.
Okay.
My reason is they're very similar to yours. I the icy walruses, the pedestals, the colours, really the night, the music, all of it. I also love that the boundaries are sheets of ice.
It's at night. Isn't that cool? Yes.
Not ropes.
That's true.
Really cool.
No, it's nice.
It's a cool cage.
I would just really love to be here. It's a really cool place.
Yeah, I'm very high
and just see
Icefield.
more and the mountains in the background. Oh, it's so cool. It's really cool. Yeah, agreed.
It's epic, and it's Bark's home. Fucking fantastic.
Yeah, which is just great. He's just out here being alone in a lovely big stretch of ice with nothing.
It's
like
mystical diamond things give it this really surreal feel as well.
Yeah,
in addition to the purple glow of the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah,
stunning.
Really,
and it's
really,
like
really
night.
Nice.
Yeah, as you said.
Yeah, love that it's a night. Very cool.
Gorgeous.
Very cool.
I think that's really stand out. I just really want to run around in it.
Yeah, same. Just so much. It'd be so cool.
So your 2 is Flying Carpet then? Yeah. Oh my god, mate. I'm keeping that in. Sort of a weird explosion, ejaculation.
My bad. Number 2. My number 2 is Flying Carpet. Because I think my number 1, I just had to put it first, but I'll get to my number 1 later. Shall I go on? Yeah. I mean, I assume Flying Carpet is your number 1, because if Aurora Icefield's your number 2, it must be number 1, right?
I'm just desperately trying to work out what the fuck your number one is.
We'll get to it. Don't think about it. I'll tell you. We'll get to it.
Which one haven't you said?
Don't think about it. No, enough. Okay, flying carpet is I mean, yeah, it's just what a place. What an incredible place. I'll say a couple of highlights and then you can talk on it.
Okay.
Because it's your
It's
first.
my number one. I love
the
flying carpet.
all of it.
I'm sorry,
great.
it's the best stage in the game, hands down. Apparently not.
Maybe. Very close. This was incredibly tight for me. I paused. I could not.
Chosen.
It was really hard.
Just
to
figured
choose.
out which one you've chosen. That.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
So why does this top? Why doesn't this top it then? Well, tell me what you like about it, and then I'll build on it.
The environment
Yeah.
hands down is outstanding. I love the pyramids. I love the oasis in the middle. I love the Sonic Sphinx.
I think there are two
follows you.
chairs next to the oasis.
Yes, there are.
It's
Wait,
quite
there's something
fun.
there's
those
something
pink
red
things.
by it. I'm just looking.
I think they're
yeah,
chairs. The candlesticks, the candelabras
I think they are chairs. Yeah, chairs. Yeah,
on the flying carpet. Oh, it's such
such a
an
nice
extra flying carpet.
And the flying carpet itself is brilliant.
If you look at the
It's
ropes,
really
they're
cool.
held by hands.
Yeah. Are they?
Little like steel hands.
They're sort of like very fancy ones that you get outside like a club or something.
Yeah.
The door barrier, like a high class bar, and then the big candles, sort of Arabian style pillars, and then of course the carpet itself is just classic. It's so good, and that sort of the little. I'm just passing it now. The little. There's like a grey square that has just things on it, sort of obelisks and a couple other things.
Yeah.
It's just really a really big, full, and exciting environment. And then of course the fucking song, which I'll play, and then you can talk on it.
Okay,
yeah?
go.
Okay, here it is. It just captures
outstanding.
It gives it such a cool feel. It feels huge,
It's
and epic, and important, and big.
I'm sorry, it's the best. It's the
Go on.
The design of the carpet.
Sell it.
Epic. The candles, the ropes, the like movement of it. It's not a static. It has that on the couple of them. Obviously, we've talked about already in the movie. This one is similar. I guess the only analog that's direct does the same thing as Canyon Cruise, where you travel around an area, not through it.
Yeah.
But it's just fascinating. I love the movement of it. The Sonic Sphinx is the boldest design feature. It makes
Isn't it brilliant?
No sense why it would be there.
It's so cool.
It also
that
appears to be
one
like alive
in Sonic R.
Yeah.
In Regal Ruin there is another Sonic Sphinx,
well,
which is so
it's
cool.
A rug.
No?
Yeah, it's on the
floor.
Oh, sorry. Those are Knuckles.
They're
things.
Knuckles Sphinx.
Yeah. This is the only fully. It's massive as
it's
well.
Huge.
Absolutely
massive.
giant.
I know.
And its head moves. I think it's a stunning design feature.
Yeah.
And the pyramids. I don't know. I guess that's a precursor to
another great
SA2.
environment. Yeah. Oh yeah, Pyramid Cave. Yeah, it's a really good environment.
The oasis is gorgeous. The desert is just beautiful. A fairly rare Sonic environment as well.
Mm-hmm. Proper desert.
Yeah.
Sort of classic Egyptian
Yeah,
desert.
you've got Cleopatra's Needle and then the music, which is the best song in the game.
The music is agreed. It is the best song.
Fucking fantastic.
It's very, very good.
It's dynamic. It's exciting cultural references. Bright, vibrant. Love it.
Yeah,
couldn't praise it
fair.
more. For me, it's the top, followed closely by Aurora Icefield, I think.
Yeah, interesting.
So
I've put Dynamite Plant. That's my top one.
So why is that your favourite?
I don't know. The second I looked at this again, I just really liked it. I love that. I don't know. Retro kind of simple industrial environmants really appeal to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It does. This is
love
particularly
it.
that.
I really like it. just think the bomb conveyor thing is brilliant. I love that, of just the bombs being like conveyed around. I think that's great.
It's a bomb factory. It's his bomb factory.
It's his dynamite bomb factory, which I don't know. I also like to think that it's part of the sort of Oil Ocean environment, and he's just like taken over this little bit to manufacture his bombs. I don't know. It's so weird.
And then there's like a valve which with steam coming out of it.
Yeah, I love all the big fat green pipes, the big yellow tanks, and the gears. And I don't know. I really like this environment a lot. It's so unique, and I didn't know how much I wanted to see this. You know, this sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm pleased you put it so high.
I like all the green. I like all the metal. I love it, and the song is very good. And it's Bean's debut. And what a place to. It's perfect. I'm very, very high on it. But again, like almost just as much as Flying Carpet. You know, it was so tight. But I just think this has something really interesting about it that I've just been sort of that I didn't know I've been looking for.
That's
I love it.
Maybe it should be slightly high. Maybe it should be above Canyon Cruise to me. I don't know.
But I mean, Aurora Icefield as well. I've got such a soft spot for. The top three are very.
I do love the bomb conveyor because that's interesting.
I think that's just brilliant.
It meshes the environment to him, which the others don't necessarily.
That's what I mean. Which I love. Oh, that's great.
Which is fucking cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
it's
to be honest,
cool.
all of those, the Dynamite Plant, Canyon Cruise, Aurora Icefield, Flying Carpet, they're all just genius, I think.
Yeah, they're all just really very good environments.
Especially for an arcade game. Wow.
Yeah.
Like such interesting places.
Yeah, I know.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. That's funny. You put Dynamite quite a bit lower.
Yeah, I'm surprised I did that.
It's quite a discrepancy.
I think it was fourth place, not third. But I do think it probably is right. The environment itself doesn't. I like it. I like it a lot, but in compared to the other ones, it probably does sit just about there. I think for me.
Yeah,
fair. But
I can see why.
I love that it's
really
Bean's home.
I
just want that character back. I just want him and Bart.
I want
bring
this
them
space
back.
back.
The Hooligans are so good.
Yeah. Bring this and Aurora Icefield back, and I will be very.
Free cam in this game would just be so fascinating.
I keep thinking that. I
looked it up to see if you could do it. It's like the least accessible thing. It's just
classic. Of course it is.
Is it on Steam?
No, it's not Steam.
Just
weirdly, just 360, and then
so strange.
I know it's very rogue, but and one backwards compatibility.
They're cool. They're really good character. Like Bean, Bark, and Fang all have such distinct. Bean's the like fucking maniac, ballistic, dynamite
arsonist.
Yeah, like demolitions expert, psycho that's clearly unhinged. Bark's the like shy guy, but also kind of quiet,
very
and
tough,
reserved, and cool and tough, but apparently with a soft spot.
Of charismatic, cunning, sly leader. Who's like
proper anti-hero.
A good, a good rival. You know, sort of like Jet.
I think
Jet.
Honestly, he has more character in this game than he does in Superstars, where he's just portrayed as a bit of a dick, like a meanie. Whereas in this game, he's got such a kind of sparkle and naughtiness about him.
Yeah, doesn't he? I know. Probably.
While still being very likable with his cowboy hat and his gun. He's so cool.
Yeah.
Also their colours aesthetically, that yellow, green, purple, such a appealing.
It's such a good
love it.
Trio of colours.
So good. Bring them back. There's a you won't have read it. There's a anniversary comic. Maybe you have read it actually, because
I have read it.
Yeah, where their characters.
It's really cool.
They're very loyal to the fighters stuff. It really portrays them in the way that you would imagine them being.
Yeah,
it's really good. Shows Bark and Amy, which would happen. They have a soft spot for each other.
Yeah.
100%. They'd form a little friendship. He is exactly the kind of character that Amy would. Have a soft spot for.
In
and
the same way
after.
as like Trip, you know.
Yes.
It's just she'd see the same kind of gentleness in him. What do you say?
But rather Bark over Trip.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, good stuff. Anything else to say on Fighters? The Fighters, sorry.
I'm looking at my notes.
I think I've said it.
I think I've covered it all.
It's basically a completely unhinged but incredibly impressive and interesting game.
Unique. Yeah, really weird.
That I'm now much higher on as well.
Same. I get a lot. I'd say its biggest holdback is the control system. but it sort of doesn't matter because
It's also excusable because it is just it was an
it's
arcade
arcade.
game.
So it's fine.
It's odd though that they ported it to Xbox and then didn't like particularly map or like make the controls accessible to Xbox.
No, they didn't. I mean, if you look at the options, it's not A or X or Y or B. It's P.
They've kept it. Which
like K,
why not
punch and kick.
Just change it?
I don't know. Very weird, but yeah. I mean, it's fine. You can get by,
and it has
it's fine.
It holds a really important place in the Sonic journey because it has a lot of firsts. It sets the precedent for a lot of things. It starts the 3D journey off with a bang.
Yeah,
and it's got a fucking amazing host of characters as well. So many, like suddenly, especially compared to games before it, which have like one or two, three characters.
It's a proper bonanza of just classic.
A cornucopia,
if you will, a smorgasbord. Dare I say?
Beautiful Sonic characters,
classic, chaps.
including Honey the Cat and Metal Rocket Metal,
which is so good. And you can hack in. It's nice. You can do Metal Sonic, Eggman, and Honey in the offline versions.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's rank it.
Let's wank it. So let's wank it off. As always, concept, gameplay, entertainment, location, soundtrack, and art style. Each one's out of 10. Total is 60. Mm-hmm. So we start with concept.
So concept
as a fighting game. I like that. The story's weird, but I do like the story.
Oh, it's so iconic.
Actually, I like how it's portrayed. The actual story is a bit weird, but it doesn't matter. You just don't see it. I like the choice to sort of make it so expressive and just vibrant and colourful.
It also set out to be like the first 3D Sonic game.
Yeah, and it does it pretty well.
And does it beautifully.
But I'd say as a concept that like fighting things is a bit weird. I would have rather have had those environments to sort of like maybe, I don't know, just sort of run around in and collect things maybe.
The fighting thing is weird. It is weird that you play with your beloved characters and then beat the shit out of each other with them.
The absolute shit out of each other, yeah. So for that,
and over again as well.
Yeah, that's there's no gameplay variation. It's just that.
But then I don't know how
which
much.
Is fine because
it's not like
that works
it's a
like
shit.
an arcade.
Yeah,
no,
it's
that
not
works
a shit
as an arcade game. No. Well, I've got a comparison, but I don't know. I like it.
It's pretty developed. It has a lot going on. It's got for an arcade game. It probably offers you way more than you'd expect.
Moves, yeah.
I don't know. I think it's got to rank quite highly in concept. To be honest,
I think I agree.
I think it's got to be a 9.
You're gonna say 9?
Yeah.
I was gonna say 8. But
no, I think it should be a 9. I don't know what you'd improve on it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Remember, it's an arcade game.
As the fighting thing, it does just run with it. Yeah, and that's just a personal preference.
And
yeah, I guess
the host of characters. It's got Bean and Bark. It's got to be rewarded. 9.
That's fair. That is where they would come through. 9. Yeah. Bean and Bark come through there, and Fang. Shit, yeah, nice. Okay. Gameplay. Here we go.
No. It struggles. 5, 4 or 5.
I would say 5 because playing the actual moves are good.
Yeah,
like,
it's satisfying, but it's
actually playing it's quite.
It's just too hard.
It's you can mash it to a point, and then a lot of it's sort of like.
And on easy mode. It's hard.
Imagine hard.
So I'd give 5. It a 5. It's not. Its gameplay is
4's harsh,
a
but
bit
5,
of a struggle.
But it's it's short and like brief.
It is. They also don't move a lot. You can't dodge easily.
No, they're quite stiff.
Yeah, and that's not a fault of the animation. It's a fault of the controls.
No,
you can't
they should
dodge
be more
easily.
loose. It should be more quick and rapid. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say 5.
Yeah, 5.
It should suffer there.
Entertainment.
But it's very entertainment in terms of how sort of vibrant and what we've got out of it in terms of the sort of all the Easter eggs and
because it's short, it's very easy to just pick up and play and just do and just stop.
It's fun
and it is good fun, but it's I don't know. I'd say like maybe a 6.
I'd give it a 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I'd give it a 6.
I think a 6.
Yeah.
6. Okay. Locations.
Oof.
So again, Casino Night, Death Egg Hangar, Mushroom Hill, South Island, Death Egg's Eye, Canyon Cruise, Giant Wing, Aurora Icefield, Flying Carpet, Dynamite Plant. Very high.
It's high here. It's a 9 or a 10.
I'd say 9. I think it's a
9.
brilliant
Yeah,
celebration of just Sonic classic zones, and it's just it does some great things. Yeah, 9.
Is it 10?
It's not a 10. No, I don't think it's quite a 10.
We gave colours a 10.
Did we?
Yeah, for location, which is fair. There's not a miss, and there isn't really one in here either.
No,
but there's reuses. I'll give it 9. 9's good.
I would have liked to have also have more with the locations. You know,
Yeah, I know what you
it
mean.
teases you.
9 is chill.
Yeah, no, it's not quite a 10. High 9. Okay, soundtrack. Soundtrack works for what it is. It's very good. It's very effective. But it's pretty thick. It's a lot. If you listen to I do like the level clear.
You have to be in a very particular mood.
Yeah, hyper.
I love that.
You got to have consumed like about 6 coffees.
Yeah, and going unbelievably fast. All ready to beat the shit out of someone.
Yeah.
You say a massive amount of cocaine and
just send it. Yeah.
What was that?
That's the Supersonic theme.
That you would never, ever hear.
Impossible to get to that point, which is a shame because he looks awesome.
He does. I watched a video of him. He looks.
Me too.
He's beautiful.
He's a lovely 3D version of the classic Supersonic, which is really cool.
Yeah. 3D first 3D classic Sonic as well.
Classic Supersonic. It's tough. I'd say like 6 because it's in terms of listenability, it's pretty unbearable. But it has got some very strong ones. I.e., Flying Carpet.
What should we give Sonic 2 8-bit?
Sonic 2 8-bit got 7 for soundtrack.
Yeah, I think
maybe a 7.
I think you should have a 7 because it is very unique and it does it's certainly got its own style.
It does. The music defines the feel of it.
Yeah, I think 7. I think it's such a bold and distinct sound.
If we gave 2 8-bit a 7, I think we could have 7 too. Yeah, it's incredibly distinct. It's very unique, it's very recognizable. Iconic. Very iconic. And art style, 10.
Wow.
10. Just 10.
That was definitive.
I think they move perfectly.
Let's give it a 10. Let's give it a fat 10. Yeah, I'm behind
that. They couldn't be nicer.
I agree. I think it is.
That's my favorite type of graphics.
Yeah, same. It really
the
defines my love for Sonic. This type of style. Plus.
Big time.
I love it. Let's give it a 10.
Yeah, this is 10.
Total.
Good. Total is, as always, let me just figure this out. 10 plus 7 plus 9.
Innumerate twat.
6. Hey. Plus 5 plus 9. Harsh but fair. Is
quite a difficult sum.
Interesting. Okay. Still very high, but again, fair. 46.
Yeah,
out of 60.
That seems fair.
I think that makes sense.
It's got a lot going for it.
It does, game. and like I'd say for what it is, it just
it's
runs
an historic game. It is.
Yes. Fucking loser.
Very important.
Says Anne for historic. Come on, mate. You only ever write that. You don't say it.
It's a very important place in the Sonic development story.
Pathetic. Yeah. Yes, it does. It does. Yeah. Yeah. It's a proper. Oh. It's a proper beacon icon standpoint.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We should say the Supersonic thing is a shame because you have to do the impossible.
It is a pity you can't play as. You just can't play as Supersonic.
You have to not die once, basically, isn't it?
Which by Dynamite Plant is pretty fucking hard.
It's too hard
to not die at least.
Well, the Metal Sonic fight in itself is so difficult.
There's just no way.
He combines every style of all of the other.
You'll have to use the do it on like OpenEMU and save as you go. That's the only way you could do it, I guess.
I don't think you can play it on OpenEMU.
I think you can.
How?
I have a feeling
you would know. You'd have to
Gems Collection.
The only way you can do is Gems
Collection,
which is not
yeah. Emulate that.
It's on one of the do that on Dolphin or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. I'm good on that. Still, it's emulatable and savable, so you can do that.
Yeah.
But anyway. Still,
or you play with incredible.
It's a shame you can't do that, or you just get incredibly good, which I'm sure there is someone out there, the testers perhaps.
Yeah, I love Fighters. Very happy.
Yeah, big
with
fan.
I've
an
illuminating experience. Going
very
very
high on it. Yeah, agreed.
Excellent. Tell us what's
Good.
next.
I think next episode we will be covering Sonic Advance from 2001, I believe. Yes. Which will be a nice change of pace. Very different and very modern, but also classic.
Is it 2.5
nice
2.5D technically or not?
No,
it's just 2D. It's just 2D.
But it's got the modern style, which is brilliant. I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Yeah,
be great.
Can't wait for that. Big fan of those games.
Is it 2001? It is 2001. Yes.
Nice.
December. Cool. Yeah, that'll be next episode. Can't wait.
Nice.
Can't wait.
Until then,
cool.
I'm now going to come and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'll get you next round. So. Have you got my emerald? Yeah. I have to fight you for it.
I'm going to do that move that Bark does, where I
my car only has one seat, and I'm getting home, and you're staying here. So I'm going to fight you for it.